Hello, hello. I'm on Tenerife, just arrived, and I'm here at Montaña Taco, like taco, and it's one of the big cinder cones outside the capital of Santa Cruz. And I'm here with Juan Carlos, and Juan Carlos promised to answer some of my questions. So I'll swing the camera around, and then we're going to have a look at the rocks, and Juan Carlos will have to stand and give us some answers. So, hola, Juan Carlos.
Sure, good afternoon.
Hey, how are you?
Very well, it's a sunny day. I'm very, very happy.
That's very good. We're here at this rather big old cinder cone, and most of it is mined out, it seems. I mean, how old is Montaña Taco?
Montaña Taco can be more than 100,000 years.
You think it's quite old, actually?
It is very old, and it's very, very altered. You see the red color is oxidized because the fresh color is completely black. This is a typical Lapilli. You can see bumps between the layers of Lapilli. And the important thing of this, well,
this black material, that's the upper layers. That's not so
layer,
oxidized.
Exactly, that is the upper part of the cinder cone. And this cinder is used, the Lapilli, here locally called picon.
Picon, yeah.
Picon is used, has a lot of uses. The most important is for the base of the roads, and also they make with concrete. They how you call and a mold. They make these blocks that most of the houses in the Canary Islands make with this.
They use it as aggregates for adding it to tarmac and adding it with concrete to make these
it's light.
These forms that in concrete, and that's very easy then to do things. This is wonderful. It's quite a big cone. I mean, this is easily 100 meters tall here. This face,
a very big one.
And the diameter must be
at least in diameter.
Yes, must be really big.
Yeah.
So over there we see a little bit of a valley that was filled in. Is this the crater area?
Actually, this cinder cone is not a cinder cone. It's several, at least 2 or 3 of these cones that have been growing
together.
And probably this is the crater of the big one that has been covered.
Yes,
Lapilli from another bend.
That's right, and they seem to be also quite light colored on the very top. The light is not so good right now. So
yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, very interesting.
But this is very typical. If it has been what we call a pyroclastic flow, the layers will be. But
yes.
Because the Lapilli comes from above, as with ballistic trajectories, they adapt to the previous surface, and that's why it's like a synclinal. But it's not a syncline.
It's not a syncline. No, it's not folded. It's
not a syncline, not a folder. It's just deposited inside the crater.
It's like a blanket filling the topography. That's right. Now, my biggest question right now is, this is very close to very densely populated areas just around the corner. We have housing areas. The capital is not far away. If an eruption like this would occur today at this site, how would that work out?
Absolutely a nightmare.
A nightmare, yes.
The same thing happens in Las Palmas, because in Las Palmas, close to Las Palmas, there are several Holocene eruptions.
Yes,
that is even worse.
There's Bandama and places like that.
And then in La Isleta, they have several cinder cones like this one.
Yeah.
But anyway, even not just an erosion, even the threat of an impending eruption that has some scientific base will be a nightmare, because you have to evacuate. In La Palma, with this Tajogaite eruption, they evacuated 8,000 people. So imagine here, this cinder cone is surrounded probably by 300,000 or 400,000 people.
The scale of the situation, of the civil protection challenges would be just enormous.
Yeah.
So
of course you have to evacuate people.
Yeah, and well, I think most people don't realize La Palma actually has only 84,000 people living there.
Exactly.
While Tenerife has close to 1 million. It's over 900,000 people.
Las Palmas, it is close to 1 million just the capital.
Yes, whoa! So this is a large population
It is.
that needs to be considered here.
Fortunately, because there are very few cinder cones and they are quite old, the probabilities of an eruption happening in this area are extremely low.
All of the historical eruptions on Tenerife were up
Are
on
in
the
the
rift
ridge,
zone.
in the
Yes.
rifts.
So, and they usually are in low population areas.
Because there are many volcanoes, are very little land
Yeah.
for cultivation, and therefore there are very little
Yeah,
people.
and of course, I mean, the national park has been
And now it's
designed.
protected by the national
Yeah,
park.
the national park is a double-edged sword, if you will, because on the one side it's to protect the nature, but also it's to protect humans from settling
Yeah,
there,
but
because that's
still-
where the volcanoes
but
are.
still you have to consider, because there is a reef, it's also a ridge,
Yeah,
and then the vents are at the top, but the lava flow down to the populated areas. And
that's
again,
the
you
big
have the
risk
same
in
problem.
that. Yeah, and that's what happened in 1706 at
Exactly.
Carachico. So that's the bigger problem here. Okay, but
We are living on volcanoes.
yes, we are. Well, you are. So
I am living
I'm just visiting. So.
Volcanoes. So we have to learn how to live with these volcanoes.
Yeah, and this is
Fortunately, the volcanism of the Canary Islands is not that dangerous. If we compare this with the explosive volcanism, like in Naples, the Campi Flegrei, in the Andeans, etc. This is like Iceland. A lot of very nice lava, but very little damage.
yeah, but once it happens in population centers, in populated
Exactly.
areas, this is where it's getting
Like
problematic.
happening in La Palma.
So,
that
exactly.
The volcano erupted in the worst place. Imagine inside the Los Llanos de Aridane, that has concentrate most of the population of the island.
Yes, and this is, I guess, the big threat or the big risk that we have here on the other islands, that if eruptions occur again, that it may not even be close to a population center when it starts, but the lava might
But the
reach
lava's
population
come-
centers.
exactly.
And of course, if it happens, if the vents open up in population centers, whoa, I think we have a little bit of homework to do. Juan Carlos, thank you very much for your time. Very
Yeah.
much appreciated.
A pleasure.
Okay, then I say goodbye for today. Adios and talk soon.
Adios.